All right, let's just jump right in. We're at this really wild moment in history where two massive forces, energy and intelligence, are on a collision course. And who's standing right in the middle of it all? Elon Musk. And it looks like he's orchestrating a grand strategy that's, well, only just now starting to come into focus.
Every tweet, every little hint, every big company acquisition, maybe they aren't just random business moves. The theory is that we're finally seeing the pieces of a very carefully built roadmap get revealed. And this isn't just about ambition. This could actually be a blueprint for a fundamentally different future for all of us.
That's the billion-dollar question, right? It's the central mystery we're going to try to unravel here. Because when you start to connect the dots, you see a vision that is way bigger, way more integrated, and frankly, way more disruptive than most people are even talking about.
What we're witnessing isn't just about a couple of new gadgets. No, this is about a fundamental rewiring of our entire infrastructure, and it's all being driven by the absolutely insatiable demands of artificial intelligence.
Okay, so clue number one in this whole puzzle is something we all take for granted: electricity. But AI's need for power, it's on a scale we've never seen before. It's so huge, it's creating a potential bottleneck for the entire planet. We're not talking about a small increase here. We're talking about data centers that have a thirst for power that our current grids they can't handle it. And when a technology's growth is limited not by good ideas, but by raw electricity, it stops being an economic problem and starts becoming a national security issue.
And just look at the scale of this shortfall. It's absolutely staggering. As this chart shows, this isn't a gap you can just close by building a few new power plants. We are talking about a level of demand that could literally double the entire energy output of a country. And this is the problem Musk seems dead set on solving.
This quote really gets to the heart of it. The thinking here isn't about small, incremental improvements. No, it's on a civilization-shaping scale. Think about it. Just like coal and oil define the last century, whoever controls the energy that fuels AI, well, they'll have a massive say in how the next one plays out. So here's the crucial point. China pretty much dominates the manufacturing of solar panels and batteries. You can't just play their game and expect to win. So the other path, kind of like what happened with SpaceX rockets, is to innovate on the system itself. By integrating the energy production directly with the AI data centers, the goal is to totally rewrite the economics of power. See, this massive empire of power isn't just being built to sell electricity back to the grid. It's being built to fuel something even more revolutionary.
And that brings us to clue number two, a plan to make the single most successful consumer product in history, the smartphone, completely and totally obsolete.
Musk has been dropping hints for a while now that the era of the iPhone is coming to an end, and not because of a slightly better version of the same thing, but because of something else entirely. Something smaller, smarter, and potentially infinitely more powerful.
Okay, so imagine a simple piece of glass. It has no operating system, no app icons, no app store. Instead, you just ask for what you need: a map, a spreadsheet, a banking app, and the AI chip inside just generates it for you, instantly. No downloads, no updates, just whatever you need on demand.
This really shows you the paradigm shift we're talking about. We'd go from a world of pre-installed, separate applications to a world where intelligence itself is the operating system, creating whatever interface you need right in that moment. And this idea probably wouldn't be stuck in a slab in your pocket. The thinking is that this kind of AI would need a whole new class of hardware, things like necklaces or glasses or other wearables, all designed from the ground up to be its eyes and ears in the real world.
Okay, so this is where it all comes together. This is where the two big clues, that empire of power and the post-smartphone device, they just snap together into one single cohesive strategy.
So check this out. Step one, you build these gigantic, dedicated energy factories to power your AI. Step two, you run your own AI, like XAI, on that exclusive power grid. Step three, you create a whole new kind of device that is the perfect interface for that AI. And step four, you use your own global satellite network, Starlink, to connect every single piece of it together.
What you get from all this is a totally self-contained, vertically integrated ecosystem, and its greatest strength would be its resilience. Why? Because it wouldn't depend on anyone else for energy, for intelligence, for hardware, or for connectivity. It's a closed loop.
A closed loop like this is designed to just bypass entire industries. I mean, why would you need an app store if AI just generates the app for you? Why do you need Windows if the interface is totally dynamic? Why pay for Salesforce when AI can be your CRM? This model threatens the core business of almost every single tech giant out there.
And here's the real kicker, the theoretical advantage. Almost no other competitor controls all of these layers. Apple has devices, sure, but no energy or satellites. Google has software, but no rockets. The argument is that only Musk is even trying to build the full stack, from the power plants on the ground to the satellites in orbit.
But let's be real. A vision this huge is also incredibly fragile. I mean, building an empire is one thing, but holding it all together, that's another. And this one is being built right on the very edge of what's possible.
This is the critical question, isn't it? A grand strategy means nothing if you can't actually execute on it. And the sheer scale of this ambition is, well, it's hard to even wrap your head around. Every empire gets tested, and this is shaping up to be the ultimate test.
The risks here are just immense. Is he spreading himself and his companies too thin? Can he find enough top-tier leaders to execute every part of this plan? And can he master the incredibly difficult art of making polished consumer products that people love? All of this while competitors like Sam Altman are racing to build leaner, maybe simpler alternatives.
But make no mistake, the clock is ticking, and the pace of all this is breathtaking. In maybe 3 years, we could see the first of these AI slabs. Within a decade, these energy factories could be a reality. The future this vision is painting isn't 50 years away. It's right around the corner.
And that brings us to the final, really critical question. This future, this world of integrated energy and intelligence, it's arriving, one way or another. So the only question that's left is, who's going to build it, who's going to own it, and ultimately, who is going to control it?